This AIN video is brought to you by Bombardier.
There's no confusion over the comfort and convenience that private aviation delivers. But selecting the right aircraft to own or charter does require some thought if you're going to get the right fit for your needs and your pocketbook too. The good news is that there's a wide array of new and previously owned models, and these come in a great variety of shapes, sizes and styles, and with different levels of performance. So let's talk about how you can make sense of these choices and best understand your options. The business aviation industry tends to present aircraft in around half a dozen different categories, based mainly on cabin size and range. These are as follows: light, then midsize, super midsize, and large, before we get to the so-called ultra-long-range aircraft that are sometimes referred to as heavy jets, and extending right up to the king-size bizliners, which are essentially airliner-class aircraft specially fitted out for VIP use. So let's try to give you a clear idea of the differences between these categories. Light jets typically seat between 4 and 6 passengers. Generally, they have range up to about 1,400 nautical miles. Being lighter in terms of the weight of the airframe, they have the advantage of being able to take off and land from smaller airports and airfields that have short runways. And that means they can get you into places you simply can't reach in larger aircraft. But keep in mind, the cabins are smaller. And that's worth keeping in mind for flights that could get longer than just over 3 hours. This can mean less room between seats than you might be expecting in a private aircraft, less space to move around in during flights, and less headroom too, so it may not be great if you've got a basketball player in your party. If you think that could be too constricting for your needs, consider the mid-sized jets, which are generally designed for between 7 and 9 passengers, and for flights of up to around 2,100 nautical miles. Many of these can also operate from shorter runways, which can mean you can take off and land closer to your points of departure and arrival, potentially saving significant time for the full door-to-door trip. And that's worth remembering when you notice that the light and mid-sized jets do tend to have a bit less speed in the air than larger models. Just above this category, we move into what's come to be known as super mid-size, with larger cabins that can accommodate around 8 or 9 passengers comfortably. Generally, these aircraft can fly up to around 3,200 nautical miles, which means they're better suited to longer intercontinental trips, and they can even make some hops between continents. The cabins are definitely more spacious, with room for more of the amenities you would probably expect from private aviation, such as more sophisticated entertainment systems. And these super mid-sized jets do tend to be faster than their smaller counterparts, getting above 500 miles per hour. Once we get to the large, heavy and ultra-long range categories, the sky really is the limit in terms of comfort and performance. These are aircraft that will comfortably seat 10 or more passengers. And for the bizliner class, potentially upwards of 20 in a variety of cabin compartments. The cabins have plenty of space to dine in comfort on meals prepared in spacious galleys, and then relax with an array of amenities that you would expect to find in deluxe hotels. The range for these aircraft can be as much as 8,000 miles, so that means true intercontinental non-stop trips are the norm, and with the level of comfort you'll want if you're going to spend 10 or more hours in the air. We're talking about being able to sleep in a horizontal position, either in a chair that fully reclines, or if your budget is boundless, the latest heavy jets and bizliners have private bedrooms, and some with ensuite bathrooms. Some of the aircraft at this end of the market offer separate cabin compartments to accommodate different groups of travelers. So whether you're looking to charter, fully own, lease, or purchase fractional shares in any of these aircraft, there's an awful lot of information to process as you try to determine how you can most closely match your needs and preferences with your budget. You might start by making a list, and in the needs column, Assess how many people you're likely to be traveling with most of the time. You see, private aircraft operators often tell me that they fly with just 1 or 2 people on board, so it might be fewer than you imagine. And then make a list of the trips you've made in the past 12 months, and another list of the trips that you might make in the next 12 months. How long are those journeys? How would you feel about making them in a smaller aircraft that might not have as much space, but could get you closer to where you actually need to go? Ask yourself how much you value legroom and the ability to stand up and freely move around a cabin. The answers to these questions should reveal to you which type of aircraft will match your needs most of the time. And when it doesn't, well, it could be that you reserve the right to charter something more suitable for those limited occasions, or simply use the airlines when that makes better sense. There's all sorts of specialist help you can get, and a great place to start is our Business Jet Traveler platform, which has extensive details on how to get the most from private aviation. You'll find a comprehensive directory of aircraft organized by these categories and many other resources to help you make the right choice. That's all at bjtonline.com. So whether you're stepping into private aviation to help keep your business venture in the fast track, or you've just won the lottery, please let us know what choices you're making among these truly exceptional aircraft. And thanks very much for watching.
Thanks for watching this AIN video. Please like, subscribe, and share it if you've enjoyed it. Also, visit AINonline.com for all the latest on the aviation industry.